Hi guys, welcome back to another video on my channel where today we are going to be going over 3 different leaked things that are supposed to be happening in the next few days or weeks on Fortnite. So before we actually get into this video, I'd just like to say that I did not read the files. I did not make these kind of files come to real life, so you can kind of say this is what it's going to look like, you know, whether you want to buy it or not, or whether you think it's cool or not. I'm not the person that's kind of brought it to the game and made it look, you know, what it will look like when it's released. It is Cynic6. You go subscribe to him if you like all the leaks. He tends to get every leak as soon as it comes out, and I get quite a lot of the leak information from him. Go subscribe to him if you kind of like that content of leaks and stuff. So the Warpaint Glider and the Rose Team Leader pickaxe, that's the first thing we're going to speak about in today's video, and it's basically going to be an add-on to the Save the World pack. So you may, if you have Save the World, you may have the Rose Team Leader and the Warpaint and the Skirmish, and I'm not sure what the Warpaint backbling name is, because I don't really use it. I've not used it at all, to be honest. But this is going to be 2 added things to the Fortnite Save the World pack. That's what it's set to be part of. And Save the World is currently 50% off, so if you haven't already got it, I'd suggest getting it. If you're going to get it, I'd suggest getting it now. It's a great way to earn V-Bucks, and also that hopefully means that they will be adding this new kind of addition to the pack very soon. So obviously it's a pretty nice pickaxe. I'm not really sure about the glider, but much prefer the pickaxe, to be totally honest. But still, it's an added thing to your locker, 2 added things to your locker. And to be honest, I think the Rose Team Leader skin and the Rose Team Leader pickaxe is just, like, they're really, really good. I use the Rose Team Leader quite a lot, not the Warpaint skin, but I do use the Rose Team Leader quite a lot. It's a really nice skin, and I'd suggest if you're gonna get Save the World, you know, if you want Save the World even like a little bit, I'd suggest getting it when it's 50% off, because that's when I got it, and it's just so much cheaper, and you can get loads and loads of V-Bucks. So if you're already buying V-Bucks, there's literally, there's like, you know, you might as well get Save the World so you can earn them V-Bucks. So anyway guys, moving on to the second thing of the video, the Valentine's Day kind of set and challenges. This the kind of Love Ranger is set to be released on Valentine's Day with this unlockable style, or well, style that you'll be able to kind of change between. This is kind of concept. This isn't actually what it will look like. It's just a concept of what it may look like, but it's a separate style. So it is scheduled to appear in the item shop on Valentine's Day with this unlockable dark style. So this is actually the code that makes, you know, people aware that this is going to be added to Fortnite. I can't really, you know, I don't really read the files well, but I can tell that there is going to be something like that coming to Fortnite, and this is the banner that will come with the kind of Love Ranger challenges. Well, not the Love Ranger challenges, the Valentine's Day challenges. Moving on to topic 3. So if this feels a bit rushed, but I'm trying to get in as much as I can in this video. Number 3, the main thing of this video, the Fortnite earthquake. Now, there has already been a few earthquakes, mini earthquakes, that seems to be possibly adding tinty cracks into the map. I don't know if it's official or not, but I've been told that apparently there is like really small cracks in the map, and there has been a few mini, really small earthquakes already, where kind of steam comes up out of the ground. It comes up with like a little small sound, but it is obvious, to be totally honest, that the earthquake event, there's going to be an earthquake event. Season 8, probably, it's probably going to be for Season 8, but there's obviously, in the files, there's leaked stuff saying that the Fortnite event, there will be a Fortnite event for the earthquake, and also there is earthquakes happening right now. It's going to be a bit like the meteorite, in my personal opinion. The meteorites were firing down kind of, you know, days before the rocket launch event, I believe, which was kind of a sign it happened, I think, as the rocket launch event. It may have been for Dusty Divot, I believe, when Dusty Divot, it was like a couple days before Season 4, I believe. So, you know, it was kind of that, it was kind of building up to that, and I feel like that's what it may be. There's going to be small earthquakes, and then there's going to be the actual big event, which will kind of change the map, not forever necessarily, but possibly for an LTM, or if it is for Season 8, then it probably will change the map forever. So it's pretty exciting. Obviously, it's really depending how Epic Games deal with it, whether they make the map kind of, you know, split into 4 quarters, or whether they split it into 2, or whether they just like put little cracks. They don't actually split the map. There's a lot of leaked kind of, well, concept map changes, where literally the map's split into 6. I've seen 4, I've seen 2, I've seen just ones with little cracks in it. Personally, I think it will be really hard to deal with. I think the map will be a bit too crazy if you have over 2, like 1 big crack in the middle. I think, could you imagine having 4 like pretty much separate islands, and you have to use zip lines to get up and across, and planes? It would be really crazy, and a bit, I think it would be a bit too much for the Fortnite map, to be honest. So the steps after the event, supposedly the earthquake smoke drop. There'll be a big smoke kind of drop where the kind of smoke comes out of the ground. There'll be smoke and dust explosions, kind of the same, you know, where the kind of smoke will come up, and there'll be kind of like explosions coming out of like the ground. And then there'll be trees falling, so trees will fall down. That's what happens in earthquakes, to be totally honest. So that's what you kind of expect to happen. So trees will start falling down, and the camera will shake / earthquake itself. So the camera will shake, a bit like the event where your screen turned white. It will be a bit like that. So you'll be able to kind of, you know, it will kind of be immersive. You'll be able to see kind of the map kind of change and shake in that time. The earthquake kind of floor drop, the floor will drop. It will possibly be a sinkhole where the floor will kind of drop in, and there'll be like a big sinkhole. However, that could be a little bit dangerous if you're kind of in the place of a sinkhole where it's going to be, and then you kind of fall in the sinkhole. It may be a little bit dangerous for Epic Games, so you can't really die in it. It could be kind of, it may be a bit too immersive, but hopefully Epic Games can handle with it well. Sticking with the kind of factor of players possibly, you know, being really into it and really like being part of the event, there may be players kind of falling in the water, which may be pretty cool, or it could be a little bit too much, but we'll see once again how Epic Games deal with it. And last one, which is a question mark one, snow kind of turns to dust. That's kind of a big question mark. Will that happen? To be totally honest, I'm really not sure. I mean, I personally do not like the snow. I think it's probably one of the worst additions. I hated it when the map was covered in snow. I much prefer it now because it's a smaller map. If you look at the amount of snow compared to the amount of kind of sandy area, is quite a size difference. So I think really the snow should either go completely, which I think it probably will stay for at least till like summer. I think the snow should just melt slightly inwards so that there's a little bit less space of snow. So it's the kind of same size as the sandy area of kind of Paradise Palms and the smaller towns in it, and the like whatever you call it, the smaller kind of towns in there. Yeah, as I said, like there could be major map changes, or Epic Games could kind of deal with it as like a small thing. It's really depending how and you know what happens in the kind of update leaks in the next few weeks. There will be obviously probably more hints in the files throughout the next few weeks. I will keep you informed to kind of tell you guys what is happening with this event, whether it's absolutely confirmed by Epic Games. Like, I think generally like most people are treating it like it's confirmed. I've seen already countdowns for the mini earthquakes. I've been told they could be happening every half an hour. I don't know whether that's true or not. I don't know whether it's kind of slightly more. I've got a feeling it's slightly more. By the way, guys, this isn't the actual map. This is just kind of Photoshop version of it. This isn't the actual map. This isn't actually what's happening on the Fortnite map right now. Anyway, guys, that should be really what all I need to tell you guys about the leaked Fortnite event. Well, not necessarily leaked. It's kind of confirmed in the files in a way, but it is really leaked. It's not been confirmed by Epic Games that this will happen, but it's most likely to when you look at the files. Everything matches up. There's mini earthquakes already happening in the Fortnite map. So kind of we'll see whether Epic Games kind of release anything to do with the earthquake or whether they kind of keep it quiet until literally days before Season 8. Hopefully they make Season 8 really cool. Major map changes, obviously, because Fortnite is kind of losing the amount of players that's going kind of downwards. The amount of players that's playing the game is still a pretty solid game, but you know, it does need a lot of excitement in the Season 8 event. Anyway guys, thanks for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.